Hey, everybody, this is Apostle Jerry. Welcome again to the Hub Nation family. I wanted to do a tutorial to really help you navigate this amazing community because guess what? If you do not know what you have available to you, you will just not access it. So let us get started. The first thing, obviously, you're going to do is you're going to go to wearehubnation.org. All right. And once you get here, you're going to see that there is going to be an amazing welcome to the Hub Nation family, as well as here an about us. Okay. And a little bit about myself as well. And of course, if you want to know more about me, you could go to www.jerryrobinson.com. All right. And then as you scroll down to the bottom, there's going to be two entryways or two access points that you could come in. But don't worry, you still will get the full measure of the Hub Nation community when you choose these access entryways. All right. And so here, the Hub Nation community, you're going to click on access. And then, of course, we have the Hub Nation University that you are also able to subscribe to. But you definitely want to make sure you access this community that I'm going to show you. All right. The next thing that you absolutely can have is the app on your phone. All right. Now, this is what I want you to do. If you are accessing this particular community on your phone, you want to make sure you use the same email and the same password that you use from your desktop. All right. So if you do two different emails and two different passwords, it's going to think that you are two different people. So you want to make sure that you do that. Okay. All right. So let's go right into the Hub Nation community. And of course, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to put in your name. So my name is going to be here. All right, awesome. So it allowed me in, as you can see. All right, and it automatically pulls up the amazing community. So this is where I'm going to show you how to navigate. All right. So if you are joining the Hub Nation family for the very first time, all right, you're going to get something called welcome, and it's going to give you a checklist. All right. And so with this particular checklist, you're going to have to fill out certain information, some certain demographic information. So the very first thing is you click on the very first thing, and this is the Hub Hangout. The Hub Hangout is pretty much where everybody gathers. That is what I want you to think about when we talk about the Hub Hangout. All right. Regardless of where everybody is within their respective space, right? They could be in Cover Girls, they can be in a course, they can be looking at the videos, right? But everybody's going to generally come back home to the Hub Hangout. All right. So you want to go ahead and check that off. And then the next thing that is going to ask you to do for your checklist is fill out your profile information. All right. So you're going to put in your first and last name. You're going to put a little bit something about who you are. All right. Don't have to be too crazy. Just a little bit of something to tell the family who you are, so that when they come by your profile, they have a little bit of information about who you are. All right. And the next thing that I want to make sure that you do after you fill in this information, make sure you put in that location. Why? Because we love to know where all of our Hub Nation family is coming in from. Okay. And then after you do that, you could put a nice banner up here. And then after, you're going to save it, and then you will check that off because you completed it. All right. So you're going to go through every single thing right here on your checklist. All right. It also tells you you can RSVP for an event. Why are they doing all of this? They want to help you navigate the community by you actually doing it in real time. Okay. So there are some amazing events that we have here at the Hub Nation community. And one of those things is called the Blossom Bible Study. All right. So as you can see, you can just simply click on the event. It'll pop up for you. And what it will do is it'll tell you who is having the event. So that would be me there as the host. And then it's going to also let you know some pertinent information, such as when it's happening, what time it's happening, and also where it's happening. So this particular event is happening on Zoom. So you want to make sure that you click here that you are going. All right. And if you say, I don't know, I think I have something to do, but I got to check my calendar. Let me put maybe, and so forth. All right. Of course, once you get to that particular session on that day, all you have to do is come right back here to events, which is right here on your left hand side. And then you're going to click Zoom meeting to access that particular event. Underneath it, you are able also to add it to your calendar. All right. People busy like me, you can have that there already set ready for you to go. All right. And then, of course, it's going to have a little bit about the event underneath and who is going. And you're able to also write a comment inside of the space. All right. As soon as you've navigated that, you want to go ahead and click that off on your checklist. Another thing you could do is you could follow one of our amazing Hub Nation starters right here in the Hub Network. All right. And again, you could go to their name. All right. And then this is something amazing that you can do. You can chat with them personally, or you can view their profile. All right. And so I'm going to view her profile. I want to see what Nikashay Davis is all about. Right. So we see here she have a picture up. She have a banner up. She put in here about herself. All right. So Nikashay, you can see here a little bit about who she is. And she also put in her location. All right. So you're able to see all of these amazing things, including what spaces Nikashay is currently in. All right. So once you have navigated to that, you can go ahead and check that off because you did it. Now you can follow as many people as you want. Okay. You can also, of course, start a chat with someone. All right. We have an amazing community. All right. Where you can simply just start chatting inside of our Hub Hangout. All right. Or, of course, like I said, you can go to anyone within our community, follow them, and also chat with them as well. All right. So you want to check that off, that you've added a comment inside of our Hub Hangout. And it says here, it goes down the line. You could share something. All right. We're not going to go through all of these. I think it's self-explanatory. But most importantly, here, a part of Hub Nation community, we do life together. Right. So we want to get to know you. We want you to go ahead and make sure that you introduce yourself. And the only way you can introduce yourself, you got to make sure that your profile is completely filled out. All right. This also is very important. You want to make sure that you adjust your notifications. A lot of times people come into the community and they say, I missed prayer. I didn't even know prayer was going on. I didn't even know there was an event going on. There is a way that you can absolutely make sure that you do not miss anything. We don't want you to miss all the goodies that's happening within the Hub Nation Network. And so this here is where you check all of your notifications and you let the system know, I want to be notified. So you want to go down there, click on. All right. That you want to be notified through email. All right. And then also here it says, do you want to be notified on the go? You have your laptop, you have your cell phone. All right. And you want to make sure that if I'm not in front of my computer, I'm still able to get notified of what's happening. You're going to download the app. All right. And remember, use your same email and password you used when first signing up. All right. The next thing is going to say, how much do you really want to have these notifications coming to you? All right. And here it says, as activity happens, meaning you're going to get everything to your email, or you would rather have a daily digest. All right. And a daily digest email will be sent to you at the end of the day with the collection of your notifications from the day. All right. So it tells you here that time sensitive notifications may still send as activity happens. All right. So it's letting you know you're going to get that at the end of the day, but you still may get some time sensitive notifications from myself. All right. The next thing is going to ask you, do you want to have notifications on your desktop? So you can click here, allow desktop notifications. Not only that, y'all, look at this amazing notification types where you could tell the system and say, yeah, I want to get shares on all of the stuff, but I don't want to get comments. I want to get comments after me. Yes, but I don't want to get at mentions. You can literally scroll down and tell the system what you want it to do. All right. Events and reminders. You want to make sure you have that checked on. OK, because you do not want to miss anything that is happening within the Hub Nation network, as well as live streams. All right. All of those things are vitally important. All right. And then we also have our space notifications. Some of our spaces that we have a part of Hub Nation currently is Covered Girls, Hub Hangout, Hub Prayer Collective, where all of our prayers are stored, Hub School of Intercession, which is coming soon, and our Prophetic Night Live prayers. And last but not least, our Waging War in the Spirit course. Okay. So you can literally tell the system, I want to get all of those notifications anytime something is happening in those spaces, or you may want to check those things off. Now, remember, you can uncheck and check anytime you like. All right. Now, this next checklist is telling you to download the app. Again, once you download it, you want to check that off that you have done it. All right. And then last but not least, all right, which I believe is one of the most important things that you want to do. You want to invite someone into the amazing community. All right. I always tell people invite 5 and watch you grow with them. Okay. So you want to check that off as soon as you're done. And it's going to give you a congratulations that you have successfully completed your checklist. All right. So let's go into some of those areas that I spoke to you about. When you go here, you're actually able to click on members and you're actually able to see everyone that is currently online. Why is that important? You may want to connect with them. You may want to inbox them, get to know them. That is what the Hub Nation community is about. And this is the reason why it's so special. All right. So I can click on any one of them, connect with them and say, hey, all right. Or you may want to click on the feed, all right, of the Hub Nation community. And the feed is pretty much going to show you everything that is going on throughout the day, including any featured courses that you can get involved in. All right. The next thing is called discovery. Discovery is where, again, you get an opportunity to get all of the information right there in one page at your fingertips. So it's going to have your top posts. It's going to have the Hub Nation community that's near you. And it's also going to have top members. What do it mean to be a top member? It simply means that these are the people that have been talking about the hub, sharing the hub, and absolutely inviting so many people into the hub that they have become top members. All right. Next, we have featured. All right. There are certain things that myself or some of the Hub Nation team members is going to put as a featured post. Those are the things that are really important that we want to make sure that you do not miss. All right. So one is the Hub University that is launching in June. And of course, the Hub Hangout. We want to make sure that you are doing life with us. All right. The next thing is our upcoming events right there, y'all, at your fingertips. This is not complicated. We want to make sure it's really easy for you to navigate this space. All right. And you can, of course, click on these events and RSVP right here. And last but not least is our top spaces. All of those areas that are most frequented inside of the Hub Nation community. All right. Now let's talk about events, right? It's all right here on the left side of your computer. You are able to RSVP for all of the events right here within the Hub Nation community. Again, remember to RSVP, all right, that you are going so that it can be placed on your calendar and you can get the notification when it starts. There are 2 general spaces that we have currently. Of course, is the Hub Hangout that we spoke about already. Here is where you are able to communicate, chat, drop a post, drop an encouraging word. All right. And also there's some things that I'll drop here for you that you can check out. All right. So make sure that you are part of the Hub Hangout and make sure that you are commenting and liking people posts there. Another space that we have is called Cover Girls. Cover Girls simply is for all of the ladies. All right. And inside of this space, you're going to see that you are able to have the regular general community. So every space that we have, you're going to have a main page, which has the community space. And then you're going to go here where it says course materials. Now, the course materials is absolutely where you are able to look at anything that have been done inside of that space. So when you click on it, right, these are our Bible study teachings that we had on Saturdays at 12 o'clock. And once you read it, right, you can then click here, mark as complete, so that you can go to the next lesson. All right. And then also a part of the space is also our Cover Girls. All right. This is the place where you can find our community. And again, you could communicate with anyone within the Cover Girl space, message them, encourage them. This is what it's all about. We are doing life together. All right. Also within the Cover Girls, you are also able to access only the Cover Girls event. So inside of this designated space are only the Cover Girls events. So you're not going to find any of the other events in this space. And last but not least, you're able to get into our Cover Girls chat. Yeah, come on, ladies. We're going to communicate with each other. We're going to encourage each other. All right. And so that is where you communicate there. All right. Next, we have something called Hub Nation courses. Now, again, these are all designated spaces that is on the left-hand side of your screen that you see. And all of our courses are all in one area. So right now we have Waging War in the Spirit course. And it's the same thing like the Cover Girls, right? Everything at your fingertips. So you got your events there. Specifically for the course. You have your community chat specifically for the course. And of course, you also have your course materials that is specifically for this particular course that you are able to click on and access all of the videos. Now, one of the things that make this community great is if you just started today, guess what? You have all of this amazing content at your disposal. You can start from the beginning. You can start from where we are and make your way back up. All right. It's all up to you. All right. The next thing we have is called Hub School of Intercession. This is absolutely a community where we are sharing testimonials. We're inside of this community and we are seeking prayer. We're asking our community, can you pray for us? All right. This is an amazing community here. All right. And all of our intercessors are right here that have joined this specific community. Again, you can reach out to them. All right. Ask them for prayer and so forth. And then here is where our session lives are, where our events are being taken place. And then inside of here is our chat room. And we have an amazing blog that you can check out as well. All right. And so the next thing that we have is the Prayer Vault. This is another space that we have available to you. When you click on Hub Prayer Collective, you're going to notice that you have multiple videos and they are all different. So right now we are in our 21 days of prayer and you're able to access all of the day sessions that we have. All right. And also, an overview of that particular course as well. All right. So all of this, again, is at your fingertips. You're able to get it all in one place. The Prophetic Night Live is the same thing. All right. You're able to get the Prophetic Night Live prayer inside of one space, and you're able to catch up, go backwards, go forward. You can watch it over and over and over again. All right. It is absolutely an amazing area that you could find all the prayers. So that's the Prayer Vault. All right. The next thing that we have here is called Explore. All right. So maybe you want to explore inside of the Hub Nation community. All right. Inside of here, and you're able to do that all again right here from this particular space. Okay. The next thing that we have is our Cover Girls video library inside of our Hub Media Vault. All right. And again, this is all the remaining of our videos that you're going to see. All right. More than likely, this is going to be pushed up into our Cover Girls, but this is where you can find all of our Cover Girls videos as well. All right. Last but not least, we have something called Join Our Hub Fellowship. All right. Our Hub Fellowship is for all leaders. And when you click on that link, it's going to have a form that you're going to go ahead and fill out. And then it will get submitted to our Hub Nation team, and our Hub Nation team will be able to contact you. So this is for leaders, all right, whether you're a pastor, evangelist, you're serving in your church in any leadership capacity on that level, executive pastors, you're able to connect with other leaders within the Hub Nation community, all right? And this particular link here, it tells you all about what the Hub Nation community is all about. We also provide here in the Hub Nation, we're also providing covering for those of you that would love covering for your ministry or your church. We also provide that as well. All right, y'all, this is it. This is the Hub Nation community. This is how you navigate the space. But if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to one of our Hub Nation team members, and they'll be sure to get back to you at a timely manner. You can also inbox us or chat with us right here within the Hub Nation global community. All right. Of course, you can chat with myself. I love to get your chats. I love to get your testimonials. All right. So make sure that you drop a line and let me know that you have navigated this amazing community and it's your first time. All right. I'll see you soon.